getting a little too excited for what's about to happen. When I realized I had to go after that wonderful collaboration, I hung my head. So, I'm Nate Fleming. For those of you who don't know already, that would be me. I am the resident comedian, and no, that does not mean I live here. That would be awkward. But I have started working out recently, just so that I can save money on shirts by shopping at Baby Gap eventually. Yeah. That's the goal. Yeah, one person got it, that's fine. We're gonna keep moving forward. The only thing is, working out has given me a deeper appreciation for T-Rexes, because it makes your arms hurt, and when you're in the shower trying to shampoo, you gotta get in. And it hurts a lot. All right, so those two jokes don't work. They will never be said again. Thank you all. Let's go ahead and do something real quick. What I want us to do is I want us to practice laughing together. Let's try it. Okay, good. But don't get used to that feeling, please. Okay. Woo. All right, so I'm gonna try telling stories this time and see how that goes. I usually try to tell extremely dry jokes. Since that hasn't worked, I'm gonna find out if stories don't work also. And if they don't, next time I'm just gonna get up here and dance. Somebody just yelled, "Take off your clothes."
Yeah, I'm sure he regrets it now.
Tails is, I don't know if that's your real name or not, but that is what we refer to you as. That is highly inappropriate, sir. This is a family-friendly show, but I'll give you my number, and if you got $20, so I had many years ago, when I was a younger man than I am now, I was into airsoft. It's just a really fun sport for people who aren't man enough to play paintball. Holla at your boy, that's me. Because it hurts significantly less, you know? It's just a little BB propelled by one step up from a Nerf gun, which is not CO2 propelled paint pellets that break upon impact on human skin. That sounds dangerous and hurtful. I avoided it. Bruises aren't my thing, you know? So I decided I'm gonna do airsoft. I mean, it has soft in the word, meaning it's gotta be a really easy thing to do. Come to find out, airsoft isn't fun because those things have no power to them. Every time you shoot, they just dive and dodge everywhere but at the person you want to hit. So I bought a CO2 airsoft gun. Now this is one step beneath a paintball gun, but way more powerful, especially when you start loading it with metal BBs, you know? That thing has the potential to end a squirrel's life. I do not know from experience, I'm just guessing. Do not brand me as the squirrel murderer. That is inappropriate, people, get that thought out your heads. So, I have this airsoft gun. It is so cool. CO2, you put it in the handle, you load it up, you get ready to go. You can unload, you know? And being half black, that was my dream. Now I'm a gangster thug in the suburb streets of Genito, you know? That's, real white in me. But I have this now, so I'm powerful. Like, when things go down, I'm the one you call. Who are we gonna call? Nate, because he's got his semi-legal firearm he can use to help dispel any situation. Boom, that's me. So I'm up in my room, right? I hear outside of my windows because they are open. That is not a key point in the story. I just want to let you know I like opening windows. The window is open, and I hear outside the window some rustling. Immediately, I think this is a bear. Why? I have no reasoning. I just know it's a bear. I go downstairs. I'm like, "Yo, Dad, there's a bear outside." He's like, "All right, let's go check this out." Okay, so I run back upstairs. I grab my BB gun. Not my BB gun. 4 words. Airsoft gun. It's semi-legal. So I run back downstairs with this thing, locked and loaded, ready to go. I just put the cartridge in, let's go. My dad's like, "All right, let's go outside." Now we have, at the time, we had this giant purple big rig truck, right? So it's like 25, 20, how many feet is it, would you say? Okay, you wouldn't say. So about 25 feet I'm gonna go with, because that's where I'm gonna land since I don't have any assistance from the person who owned the truck. Not saying any names, Dad. But I have this truck, it's sitting in front, so my dad grabs the flashlight, I grab the airsoft gun, and he says, "All right, here's the plan." I'm like, "Yes, it's a plan, this is real official. We're gonna catch us a bear with a BB gun." Brilliant plan. So he says, "All right, here's the plan, Nate. I am going to go to the front of the truck. You are going to go to the back of the truck." I'm like, "Cool, I like this, and we'll meet on the other side?" He says, "Yes, hopefully, Lord willing, we will meet on the other side." I didn't realize why he said that until he went to the front of the truck with his flashlight. I went to the back of the truck where there's a light, one of those sensor lights, in the side of the house. So it is in such a way where there's just a dark wall. You cannot see. So the front end of the truck has a plethora of light. You can see all around. The back end of the truck has maybe 2 feet and then a dark wall. So I'm behind the truck, got this gun in my hand, and I'm locked and loaded, ready to go, right? And I'm at the wall, and I hear... Immediately, my heart sinks, and I know it's time. Like, it's do or die. It's me or the bear. It's about to go down. So I slowly raise it up. And with, like, the strength of a man, like the manliest man, I call out to my dad. Dad! Dad, shine this way, please. So he does. The moment he does, it's this gigantic black Labrador. But my mind didn't process it. So immediately, I start unloading on the dog. Click, 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 click. And then I realized I had the cartridge in, but no BBs. At this point, I look back to say, hey, Dad, it's not a bear, it's a dog, to find him gone. So I walk up to the front porch, and I go to open the door, knowing it's just a dog. It don't need to be scared anymore. And I try to open it, it's locked. I knock, my dad opens the door. I'm like, Dad, that could have been a bear, and you left me to run inside all along with a BB gun that wasn't loaded. Come on, I thought you were supposed to be my dad. He said, yes, I am your dad. And I thought ahead, I needed to be alive to be able to collect that life insurance. Make sure you load your BB guns, guys. So let's go ahead and fast forward, right? The tables have been turned. We're watching Scarface, I believe it's Thanksgiving Day, and my mom had this beautiful gold Volvo, right? And we're sitting there watching Scarface, and the thing about my dad is he really, really likes to get into the story. You know, he's really a part. We watch Scarface, he doesn't just watch it, he becomes Tony Montana. You know, I'm Tony Montana. For like a week or so, it's like, Dad, you're not Tony Montana, chill. Also, please put the powdered sugar back in the cabinets. So we watch Scarface, and then we hear something outside, and I'm like, what is that, Dad? He's like, oh, it looks like somebody's backing up in our driveway. I'm like, okay, but why? Oh no, they're not taking our car away. And immediately we run outside because our Volvo is getting taken away by a tow truck. Like a dude to come in the driveway to take it. This joint was getting repossessed. Like, that's crazy, all right? But not only is it getting repossessed, it's not being taken from my dad. This is a car being taken from Tony Montana. Bad idea, dude. You don't know who you're messing with. So we're outside talking with the guy, and my dad's walking back and forth. You don't know who you're messing with, huh? You're not gonna take this car. I'm like, Dad, you're not Scarface. Chill out. You just gotta, we'll talk to the dude and figure this out. You get a little out of hand. He says, oh, I'm not getting out of hand. The guy gets out the truck, walks towards us. Like, oh, you want to take another step? I'll blow you away. Got a gun. I got a gun right now. I'm like, oh, shoot. This has just gone like level 10 immediately. Because I look, and the moment my dad says, I got a gun, the guy in the tow truck actually goes to pull his out. Like a legitimate snub-nosed revolver. But my dad doesn't see this because he's Tony Montana. And bullets don't kill Tony Montana. But in the real world, bullets do kill people. So immediately, I gotta start diffusing the situation. I don't know what to do. Like, first I say, hey, sir, you can put your real gun away. He has no gun. This is just the Scarface character coming out right now. I apologize, you have to see this. And my dad's like, no, I don't know. Go inside and get my gun. Dad, we don't have guns. You're not Tony Montana. How can I say this to make it clear? This dude's starting to flip out. He's going crazy because my dad is going crazy. The whole situation is getting huge. Everybody's getting out of hand. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I do the only thing that I think to do to be able to dispel this all, and I look at them both and I yell, hey, I'm gay! And immediately, Tony takes in the situation. He stops, he's broken out of character because Tony Montana is no longer angry at the situation. He looks at his son, does a quick assessment, then looks at the gentleman who has an actual hand on an actual gun, looks at the car, huh, it's yours, and walks away. Like, that's it, boom, done. So that was the story of our car getting taken away from Tony Montana. I hope that...
That's the rain coming out of the car.
Wow. Okay. time. It's a good time. Now, back in grade school, I was somewhat of a spelling bee phenomenon. You throw out a word, I can spell that word, and I can win awards while doing it. Let's go ahead and do a trial. Someone throw out a word, I'm gonna spell it to prove to you how great I am.
Xenophobia.
I'm sorry, I said someone from the back. I didn't point you. What was that? Epinephrine. Epinephrine. E-P. Epinephrine. Thank you, epinephrine. So I'll admit I may have gotten rusty over the years, but all my life had led to this one moment. 8th grade was the final year that you could participate, meaning you were the oldest out of the crop, meaning all these little kids you can stomp on. I mean, come on, sending a 3rd grader to come up against an 8th grader, who are we kidding here? You know, this was my year to finally take it. Every year, I won runner-up. It's not that fun to win runner-up. That's first loser. That's what I've always been taught. No one wants to be first loser. I don't settle for second best. So I'm sitting there in my chair, and these people are going up before me. 2nd grader, your word is cat, C-A-T, cat. Woo, easy. Your word is dog, D-O-G, dog. Woo, easy. Simple. So I walk into the microphone. I'm ready. I'm thinking through like tree. Tree is probably my word. Your word is undertow. Did you? He got dog though. Your word is undertow. Okay. Undertow. Can you use it in a sentence? The undertow pulled him undertow. Undertow. Okay. Undertow. Can you use it in a definition? Yes. The current pulled him undertow. Undertow. And at this moment I'm thinking, like, is it E or is it W at the end? I have no way of knowing the difference between E and W. It could be undertow, where the current grabs your toe and pulls you under, but it also could be undertow, T-O-W, because as we learn, vehicles get towed, just like a person could get towed by a current. What a conundrum. So I decided I'm just gonna go for it. Undertow. U-N-D-E-R-T-O. Undertow. I'm sorry, was that last word? Word or letter? Last letter. Last letter. I'm sorry, sir, you're going to have to give us a definite letter. A. Undertow. You wait a little bit, and this is like a pause of eternity. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct spelling is, and this is the moment of the joke where I would give the correct spelling, but it was such a traumatic experience, I have yet to look up the actual spelling of the word. So they gave me the real spelling, and I have dispelled it from my memory. And I sat down, and round after round, did you ask Siri to look it up?
Yeah.
No! Do you want to bring back traumatic experiences? Tails, you are 0 for 2 right now. Gosh, now I'm gonna up it to $40. So, I sit, and then round after round, I watch people go and go and go, until the 5th grader is the last one. The 5th grader takes the cake. I don't even get runner-up. I was out in round 3. I got to sit down while my entire class watched me and laughed at how terrible I was. So it's with great difficulty that I stand before all of you today and say that, no, I am not smarter than a 5th grader. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. Would I be able to tell one more? I have one more that I want to try. Or am I past time?
Wait, is it a quick one?
It could be a quick one. Let's make it a quick one. Okay, so I'm an actor. That's what I do, meaning I don't make money. But all of this started when I was younger, okay? It used to be my parents would tell me to be in these things, like I was a Dr. Bunny and then I was a rooster, until 5th grade when I had my own awakening. And I was like, wait a minute, girls exist, holla at your boy, and theater is a great way to kiss the girl. Easy, boom. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. So 5th grade, we do Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream. For those of you who don't know, there's King Oberon and there's Queen Titania. Queen Titania is married to King Oberon, which then means that they have to kiss at some point or else they aren't really in love. So I'm I'm thinking, easy. I'm gonna be King Oberon. No other dude's gonna go up against me for it because I'm amazing, obviously. Look at me, my physique is incredible. And I decide that I will just wait it out, even though there are 2 ugly girls and the one girl I want going for Queen Titania. I'm gonna just roll the dice and see what happens. So I roll the dice to see what happens, and the girl that I wanted gets the part. So here it is, 5th grade Nate, super excited. Ulterior motives for being in a play, I'm gonna kiss a girl. This is gonna be great. 5th grade's gonna be awesome. So I then walk up and read the play for the first time. So I'm reading it, and I'm reading it, and I'm reading it, and I don't see any part where we kiss. But the part I did realize is there's a character in the play who wears a donkey mask, right? And he is the one who sits there and gets to get the kiss with the girl because of some weird love potion or something like that. And now I realize, like, in my entire life, the lesson that I learned in 5th grade, because she kissed the donkey and I didn't get a kiss, is that honestly, guys, you always do end up losing the girl to the jackass. Thank you guys, have a good night.
Our resident comedian, Nate Fleming. On fire tonight. Thank you.